News spread several months ago that a murder had occurred in this village, and his spirit often haunts local residents. Because the killer still hasn't been caught until now. Rumors of the rape and murder of a widow and one child are getting louder, according to testimony from those who bathed the victim's body. Aminah is a widow with one child and is a migrant. Who works at the Padang food stall in the area. Aminah works night until dawn, and that's what her activities are like every day. Aminah has a 5-year-old son, and they both live in the village that night as usual. Aminah came home at dawn around 3 in the morning. In the previous days, Aminah always felt like someone was following her. But Aminah didn't think anything bad if that person had evil intentions. When he arrived at the boarding house, as soon as he opened the door to his room, suddenly someone pushed Aminah's body from behind until Aminah and the perpetrator entered the boarding room. Then the terrible incident happened. Lots of news circulating. The perpetrator's motive was because the perpetrator liked Aminah. And the perpetrator had already encouraged Aminah to date him. But Aminah refused because she wanted to focus on taking care of and raising her only child. This terrible incident caused a great uproar and became the subject of constant discussion in the village. This suspicion is further strengthened by the presence of Aminah's spirit, namely Mbaksri, Aminah's spirit who possessed Mbaksri. This suspicion was strengthened by the presence of blood in the boarding room, and Aminah was no longer alive, without wearing any clothes. Meanwhile, the whereabouts of Aminah's own child are unknown until now. Meanwhile, according to the testimony of the boarding house owner, Aminah didn't die because she was raped, but because his blood vessels burst because he was tired of working until morning. There's blood splattered. Is the blood that Aminah vomited herself. Indi is scrolling on her cell phone and reading an article about Aminah's murder, the perpetrator of which has not been found until now. Aminah's spirit is already behind Indi. Aminah looked at Indi sadly. Indi immediately entered another dimension. 3 in the morning, Aminah, while coughing, walked towards the boarding house. Aminah walked normally without anyone following her. Then Aminah knocked on the boarding house door. Not long after that, the door opened. It wasn't his son who opened the door, but someone else. Aminah was shocked. And he was even more shocked because his son was lying on the floor lifeless. For a moment, Aminah was about to scream. The person immediately covered Aminah's mouth, then hit her several times so that Aminah would no longer struggle. Aminah vomited blood because her blood vessels had burst. When Aminah fainted, the man immediately carried out immoral acts towards Aminah. Aminah's breathing stopped and she didn't move. The man panicked and then just left. Meanwhile, the body of Aminah's son was thrown into the old well behind the boarding house. Indy returns to the real world. Aminah's spirit was still behind him with a sad look. The policeman opened his cell phone. Yes, he read the message that said the address, and there was the body of a small child in the well. The village is getting more and more uproar. A police line circled behind the boarding house, where the boy's skull was found. Local residents are increasingly asking who the perpetrators of the murder of Aminah and her child were. Aminah's corpse stared sharply at the boarding house father, full of anger as if she wanted to strangle the boarding father.